Welcome to week 6 of 207X. A couple of logistical announcements to begin. First, the midterm covering the first 6 weeks of the course will go live at the end of this week, and I'll post it in the courseware in between week 6 and week 7, so it'll be accessible until the end of the semester. I hope you enjoyed the content, and this midterm will hopefully get you to reassess and re-examine what you've learned throughout the past 6 weeks. Another logistical question that's come up. A number of you have commented about sort of minor specific grading difficulties associated with specific assignments. It's hard for me to set up the grading system such that on individual questions I can control for all the variance and potential correct answers you might provide, including an extra space or a slight misclick that may result in an incorrect answer when you really think you got the answer correct. It's also logistically impossible for me to go back and re-examine the hundreds of questions all of you answer from the thousands of students in the class. So instead, the approach we take is to modify the general grading structure of the course. You may have noticed that the grading criteria for passing the course is 65%, a level that actually is below what I would generally regard as a passing grade of 70%. This is to reflect the realities that I know that there's going to be times when you probably have the correct answer, but the automatic grading for the course doesn't recognize that. I apologize, I wish I could make it better, but this is the sort of clumsy solution that we have for that problem. Finally, one other issue that I wanted to address is related to tool use by Australopithecines. This is a topic that's been brought up in the discussion forums a number of times and is a really exciting thing that's really just emerged in the past couple years. Now we know that humans are avid tool users, something that this week's Your Turn is attempting to document. We know that actually now primates, particularly apes, are also pretty avid tool users, though there are some critical differences in how they use tools versus how we as humans use tools. Up until a couple of years ago, the earliest evidence of stone tool use in the fossil record was at about 2.5 million years. But in the past couple of years, there have been a couple of reports, most recently just 2 months ago, research that I highlighted in the course, of stone tool use prior than 2.5 million years ago. These early stone tools now appear to be pretty valid. There appears to be increasing evidence that this is the case. And it shouldn't be that surprising, but it does change potentially how we think about the role of tools early in hominin evolution. These early stone tools are basically just big rocks that have been physically broken to produce flakes. Not intentionally and finely constructed, even like sort of Oldowan tools. They have a more basic, more primitive form than even the Oldowan tools that we'll get to starting in week 7. But nevertheless, these stone tools, these new use of stone tools, going back into the Australopithecine record, are an interesting ripple in how we think about changing ecology and changing diet in the Australopithecines. Go into the discussion forums if you're confused about what I'm talking about, and we'll carry on those conversations there. Good luck with the midterm, and I look forward to seeing you more as we move ahead.